Hey there, it's Brent Harvey with A-Hole Productions, and today is Technique Tuesday, where we talk about acting techniques and how to become better at the craft, which is always fun, right? So today, I want to talk about something that's very simple, and I've kind of touched on it before, but it's a quick little reminder. I want you to remember that what you're doing is not a scene, but you're having a conversation. See, if you change your mindset about that, instead of going, I'm doing a scene, but you instead go, I'm just having a conversation. It takes a lot of the pressure off of feeling like you're performing. It takes the pressure off the ego of thinking you have to be good at something. You know, you've never had a scene in life, but you've had many conversations. Just go into it and have a conversation. Take the pressure off of yourself of feeling that you have to perform this thing, and go into it as if you're just talking to somebody. This goes back to our listening exercise and the relationships and subtext and everything else. Just go in and talk. You know, in the first time it may not be the best scene in the sense of, you know, or performance, I should say, but just get used to having conversations. Get used to your body being loose. Pay attention. Here's the thing. Pay attention to when you are having an actual conversation in real life. Check in with your body and everything and see what it's doing at that moment in time and go, oh, this is what it's like when I'm don't have the spotlight on me, don't have the focus on me, and I'm having a real conversation. Just go in and have a conversation. And then on top of that, remember, you're not saying dialogue. You're speaking words. Like, stop looking at it like, look at all this dialogue I have. It's just words. It's just things that you're saying. Again, as I've said in the previous lesson, subtext. Subtext is what really matters. The words don't matter if you don't have subtext. Words do matter, but they don't matter if you don't have subtext. So stop looking at it as if you're saying dialogue. I find actors, the face the actors have is so universal when they get to a monologue, because it's a chunk of all, and it's like this. And the anxiety rises, and they're like, oh my God, so what do actors do? They're talking, and then they get to the monologue, and they go, they take a big breath and they go, and they spit it out, and they're like, bing, got it done. And it's like, but I didn't understand any of it. It didn't mean anything, because they're looking at it as dialogue instead of, I'm talking, I'm having a conversation. And if you were to transcribe this video, it would be in one long monologue, which could be scary. It could be overwhelming because it would last 3, 4, 5 pages, whatever it is. However, if you look at how I'm speaking, I'm taking breaks, I'm having thoughts, I'm taking a breath, I pause for a second. You're just speaking words. Words have air between them. Sometimes there's a little bit of air, sometimes there's a lot of air, sometimes there's a ... Stop going into it like you're doing a scene. Stop turning into this very mechanical, very plasticky thing, I guess, that's non-organic, because it's not going to feel right. It's going to feel forced. Think of it as a conversation. Think of it as words, not dialogue. You've spoken words before. You've never spoken dialogue. I mean, unless you're like from the 70s and you're like, let me dialogue with you for a minute or something. I'm trying to give you tips to ease your journey, ease all the pressure that our subconscious puts on us of thinking we have to be good, thinking we don't know what we're doing, all the natural things that come up with being the center of attention for that moment in time that you're performing. And this one was a big one for me, because when I understood this, is that if I approach it as a conversation, also my body relaxed. I didn't feel like I had to perform. I felt like I was just talking to this person sitting across from me or on the phone, whatever it is. And same thing, instead of looking at the page like dialogue, I'm like, oh, these are words. These are just words, and you know, what do they mean to me? Like, why am I saying them? All that other we talked about in other lessons. But all of a sudden the pressure lifted. So I don't know, maybe this will work for you, maybe it won't, but try it. Try just doing the paradigm shift and changing the way you think about and approach these two little things and see what it does. Now, I'd like to hear your feedback on this, so please leave comments and questions below and let me see how it worked out for you, or if it didn't at all. Maybe it put you in your head. I don't know. But for the most part, when I tell people to do this, it's helped a lot of people. Not all, but a lot. So leave your comments, questions below. Let me know. And in the meantime, as always, our goal here is to inspire and motivate others in the global artistic community to go after their dreams and do whatever it is that inspires them in life. So if this helps you, please share it with others, like it, and like I said, leave a comment and question below. And in the meantime, just go have a conversation and just say these words. Nothing more than that. Not that big of a deal. All right? We'll see you later, a-holes. Till next time.